in. Let's see if I can remember how to turn the chat on, or maybe it automatically cuts on. I'm going to pop you guys up here. We're going to get straight to it. Not necessarily a production day, but I do think my wife is going to come out here and be the conveyor for me. So we might try to get through a little bit of wood today. Let me show you what we got. All right. This is just a little bit that I had up there last night. And then coming off of it, I got a couple of big logs from a tree service buddy of mine. These are all oak. And they are red oak, but interestingly enough, I don't know exactly what type of red oak. There was a leaf, but it was still pretty gnarly and crunched up. So we got quite a few rounds here. Some of this, I tried to cut all the nubs off so it'll, roll easier, but some of this was very knotty. I'm very curious to see how it opens up. Also, I think it's pretty wild that this is oak. I see very few oaks that have growth rings this big. Let me get down here. Look at those growth rings. And I got a fat finger, so those are probably almost an inch, 3/4 of an inch. I mean, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 years of growth rings on that, whatever that was. I'm assuming that was a piece of the meat there toward the bottom. I guess it could have been a limb if it was a massive tree. Now I'm curious, all those little limbs coming off of it. Maybe this tree was much bigger than I thought. I assumed that, I mean, it's sitting anywhere from 20 to 24 inches, so I assumed that it was probably the pole, not the butt log, but everything above that. But maybe it was the, maybe these are limbs, which would be wild. Then your tree was probably 4 feet. What's up, Jessica? Name I have not seen before. I appreciate you stopping in. What's up, Ted? Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. And all the woodhounds. What up, Nate? Let's get you guys up here on the old trusty tripod that I've just got. It's like a tripod graveyard out here, man. I just burned through tripods over here, being stupid. All right, let's see if I can't get that. I'm gonna get it fired up. Let's just get it going. Everybody can hear me. Also, I cut this off yesterday. I don't know how I came across on camera, but I figured I'd save it. Again, I've made videos on this before of how to tell an oak is an oak. Now, you can't tell if it's a red oak or a white oak based on what I'm showing you, but these have very visible medullary rays. You guys see these radial rays that run this way? They're white, and they run across the growth rings or perpendicular to the growth rings. Those are medullary rays. That is only going to happen with oak and sometimes beech, because oak is part of the beech family. So, interesting fact. Enough nerd now. Let's get some wood split. My kids woke up early this morning, so did I. We're just gonna run about half throttle for a little bit. Some of this wood that I'm splitting is going to be home heat, so it'll be a little bigger home heat for us. I try to stay a couple years ahead, and then some of it is going to be just bundle wood for next year, next winter. Oh, hello. I thought that was round. So you may see me splitting some different sizes. a nice piece of bundle wood right there. Probably a 1 3/4 by 3 or 1 3/4 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 2. That's about the size. Kids always like when I do these live, not because they care about me splitting wood, but because we use Saturday mornings to kind of get stuff done before jiu-jitsu, which we have at 10 o'clock. And my wife might have an agenda. Sometimes she helps me. I think today she's going to come out here and help me. Or she just wants to get stuff done inside, so we'll let the kids watch TV. And we don't do a ton of TV in this house, so they're usually pretty pumped about it. What's up, Tim? What's up, Jason? Hope you guys are having a good start to your weekend. Everybody's happy, healthy, and getting good weather. We have finally caught a break in the weather here in North Carolina. I'm hoping we had our last day above 85, but I'm sure that won't be the case. Next couple of weeks, lows in the 50s and 60s, highs in the 70s and 80s. So we're getting there, y'all. We're well on our way. Something tells me this trailer is just going to get stacked in my woodshed for home heat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to separate the bundle stuff out. Not that I really need to. I'm a good ways ahead for home heat. And I mean, I could always use more bundle wood, but the thing is I don't have totes. I need to go get some totes. And I like to put all my bundle wood in totes, that way I can fork it over here by my bag, or just kind of move it around. So we got a couple more little ones to get through before we start hitting the big rounds, or bigger rounds, I should say. Far from view, but they're perfect size. I mean, it's like my ideal firewood. 20. Oh, come on. 20 to 24. Everything's wet and muddy, so it's slippery. I'll tell you guys what, as much as I would love a box wedge unit, in theory, I flat out don't think I could handle the slash. I get annoyed by the slash on this thing. I just start shoveling it into the ground, you know, off the end of the table here, and then before you know it, a couple quarts in, you got a pile under there. And I could do that in a couple hours sometimes, and for sure a couple days. I mean, it's hardly, you can't even move around here. Couldn't imagine having a box wedge. At least not in my setup where I'm like in this shed. Here soon I'm going to do an inventory video. I try to do an inventory video every like August, September, and then I'll do another one after I sell out, assuming, I mean, I've sold out every year, assuming that I will. I'll try to do another one kind of like in January, February, just to show almost like a benchmark before and after. Alright, we got some people in here. That's what I'm talking about. Let me try to scroll back, make sure I'm not missing anything.